The situation is Nakudin, Hari and Nick are partners in a firm dealing with housing construction. Nakudin was authorized to buy a piece of land for the firm. Without further delay, he sold his own land to the firm. The land was purchased by him earlier as he knew that the land is to be purchased by the firm. Nakudin made considerable profit for himself for the sale. Now, Hari and Nick claim to be entitled to the profit. With reference to the Partnership Act 1961 and decided cases, advise Hari and Nick.
Hello Harry, it's me Nick. Can you ask Nakudin about the land?
Okay Nick, I will call Nakudin and ask about the land.
Thank you Harry.
Hello. Oh, Heidi, why?
Hello Nakudin, I heard that you already sold the land to the firm. So can Nick and I claim the profit?
What? You want to claim a profit from the land? Oh no, the land was mine, not yours. Okay, I will hire my lawyer to settle this case.
Hello? Hello Nakudin?
I will start off by explaining the definition of partnership property. What is partnership property? Partnership property has been defined in Section 22, Subsection 1 of the Partnership Act 1961 as all property and right and interest in property originally brought into the partnership stock are acquired, whether by purchase or otherwise, on account of the firm or for the firm purposes, and in the course of partnership business are called in this act partnership property and must be held and applied by the partners exclusively for the purposes of the partnership and in accordance with the partnership agreement, provided that the legal estate or interest in any land which belong to the partnership shall devolve according to the nature and tenure thereof, and the general rules of law applicable thereto, but interest so far as necessary for the person beneficially interested in the land under this section. Moving on to the next point. According to the situation of Nakudin, Hari and Nick, the issue is whether Hari and Nick entitled to the profit. Based on the definition provided by Section 22, Subsection 1 of Partnership Act 1961, in the case of Banker and Bangki Bank, it is clearly that partnership property must be used and applied for the purposes of the firm and in strict accordance with the partnership agreement. For example, there is 3 ways of determining what is partnership property. All property and right and interest in property originally brought into the partnership stock is considered as partnership unless there exists an express or implied agreement between the partners to the contrary. Second, the property is obtained through a purchase or any other way for the firm. Third, property that is obtained through any lawful means for the purpose and in the course of the partnership business. However, not all property used in the course of partnership business is partnership property. So, in conclusion, Harry and Nick not entitled to the profit.
The issue whether the profit belongs to the partners Harry and Nick or it only belongs to the Nakuden. Legal principle. By virtue of Section 23, the presumption that every property that brought using partnership money is considered as partnership property is tributable and can be proved otherwise. It can be seen in the case of Ponukan versus Jebaratnam. It started when the respondent and the appellant formed a partnership to develop a piece of land into a housing estate. The land was bought by the respondent with his own money and some borrowed money after the firm failed to obtain the bank loan. The appellant took a legal action in court to seek for declaration that the land was partnership property and claimed that the respondent only held in trust for partnership. The land trial judge dismissed the action. The appellant appealed. The court held that the land was not partnership property but the respondent property. These reasons are: first, there was no provision in the partnership agreement saying or implying that the land was to be constructed as partnership property. Second, the business of the firm was to develop a housing estate on the land, so it not a compulsory to be a firm land or someone else's land. Third, the land was bought using the respondent's own money as well as money that borrowed by him personally and not the partnership money. Application. Applying to that case, Harry and Nick have no right to claim profit from Nakuden as it not a partnership property before Nakuden sold it to the firm. Conclusion. As a conclusion, the considerable profit is belong to Nakuden since he sold his own land and not the partnership land.
Issue: whether the profit is belonging to Nakuden or can be shared with his partner Harry and Nick. Legal principle. According to Section 33 Partnership Act 1961 provide that unless contrary intention appear, property bought with money belonging to the firm is deemed to have been bought on account of the firm. This can be explained in a case of Ray and Ray. In this case, there were 4 partners in a firm named William Ray. One of the partners died and his widow later on became a partner. In 1890, the partner was bought a house out of partnership asset and the property was conveyed to William Ray. Another partner died. The 3 continuing partners sought a court declaration that the house was firm's property because it had been bought out of the partnership asset. Held, the court granted the declaration as it had been bought out of the partnership asset. Application. Applying to the case, Harry and Nick did not have right to claim the profit from Nakuden because Nakuden has bought the land by his own money before the land purchased by the firm. Conclusion. To sum up, the profit is belong to Nakuden since he sold his own land to the firm. Before I end this video, don't forget to like and comment below. Thank you for watching. Bye!